Hey guys, welcome to the day 7 of Advent of Cyber 2025. Today we are going to learn about network discovery, scan the close. So discover how to scan network ports and uncover what is hidden between them. So in this room we have a virtual mission today, and you can start your attack box or you can connect to OpenVPN. Here I am just starting my target mission. I'm not connecting to attacker mission because I just connected to the OpenVPN. So you can also download your configuration file from here in this profile and the manage account, where you can download the VPN configuration and connect it using sudo OpenVPN and the name of the downloaded configuration file name. So after that you will be able to connect that, and once done then you can just click that, and after waiting a minute you will be able to get your target mission IP address also. Yeah, in the meantime let me refresh this to get my IP address, like my target IP. Here it is, it just worked. Yeah, my target IP is here. So we are going to discover expose services. No, your target, in our case it's TBFC devco01. So with this is our IP address. Scan the IP for open ports, especially common ones like 22 for SSH, 80 for HTTP. Explore what's behind the open ports. Maybe it's a vulnerable web server running on port 80. So yeah, you do have some of the other informations available here. Yeah, it's about banner grabbing by using nmap tool, and it's about exploring this particular port. Yeah, there are something like this available. So what evil message do you see on top of the website? So yeah, we have our target IP address. So here is our target IP address. So I'm just using nmap to perform the port scanning, like nmap and the target IP. That's it. I'm not going to specify any kind of flags like -sb or some other flags. So here we can see we have two ports open, which is SSH and HTTP. So yeah, we can just perform service version enumeration. So here in this question, it is saying that uh, what evil message do you see on top of the website? So maybe it's about banner grabbing. So there are multiple ways that you can perform banner grabbing. So I'm using netcat to perform banner grabbing, like netcat -v and -nv and this and the port 80 and entering get /http/1.0. Here it is. So we were able to get the banner grabbing. So you can see we were able to get some of the results. Like we have the title TBFC QA ESMAS and some other informations like Bunny and yep, some other informations like home, unlock, ESMAS takeover. So your QA servers, King Malhere. So yeah, so submit the full key to proceed. So what evil message do you see on top of the website? So it's about saying about in the website, right? So I'm just pasting my IP address. So this is the message that I was able to get in the website, like East must take over, right? So what evil message do you see on top of the website? So on top of the website, this is by pawned by Hopsec. Yeah, that seems to be an evil message, right? Yeah. What is the first key part found on the FTP server? So yeah, we just need to find FTP server. So maybe anonymous login is allowed in FTP. So you can just use FTP space target IP. Like, let me use FTP, try to connect using FTP. So let me copy my target IP. Try to connect using FTP as an anonymous user. So unfortunately, there is no FTP open in these particular ports. So I think you have to perform all port scanning. So by specifying -p which will scan for all the ports, so when you enter nmap space IP address, then it will scan for the most common 1000 ports, and when you use -p it will scan for 65,535 ports. So it is far more slow in this, but if you open an attack box, then it will be speed writing. So let us start attack box also for fast scanning. So in the meantime, let's read this. Like, its Christmas preparations are delayed. Hopsec has breached our QA environment and locked us out. Without it, the TBFC projects can't be tested, and our entire SOC mass pipeline is frozen. To make things worse, the server is slowly transforming into a twisted ESMAS mode. So can you uncover Hopsuk's trial, find a way back into TBFC, dev QA01, and restore the server before the bunnies takeover is complete? For this task, you'll need to check every place to hide, every open port that bunnies left unprotected. Good luck. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do in this network services discovery. So we also performed the Nmap basic scan, and we were able to enumerate two ports, SSH and HTTP. So by performing these, like all port scanning and grabbing the banner grabbing in Nmap, so it's basically all port scanning. We were this image, according to this, was able to enumerate something more like 25251 and 21212. So these are others. So I'm just minimizing this. According to this, let's check only. So basically, this scan will take a lot of time. So let me move to open a new terminal. And let me check if that particular port is open, like -p for specifying the port. And this is the port, right? So I'm just copying that and pasting it here. And let me check if that is open in or not. Yeah, that is open, and we have one more port, right? So we can just check for that also, like 25251. Yeah, both are open, right? So yeah, that's what we are going to do right now. So like straight to connect using FTP and our target IP. One of them is FTP, right? So I think let me test which one is FTP, like by entering FTP space IP. And first, I'm just giving this port number. Here, it is FTP, so I'm just entering the username as anonymous, and it's successfully logged in. When I enter LS, it's entering extended passive mode. I don't know what happened. So there is something went wrong. So let me close that. Listing again. It's entering extended passive mode, but nothing is listing. So yeah, according to this question that we have, what is the first key part found on the FTP server, right? So unfortunately, it isn't working. It is not coming. I'm just stopping this scan and trying to do once again. Log in once again as anonymous, listing the contents. Still, I was not able to get any information. So maybe it will be in this port 25251. So let's try to connect using that port 25251. Yeah, it's basically TBFC, but it's FTP. Yeah, it's saying that you are not connected. It's TBFC main read version 2. I'm just issuing the help command. Here is the things that is supported. So you can use nlist. It's saying that we are not connected. So yeah, let's try to connect the first one with anonymous. We were not able to get any information. So let's try to read some of these from the description itself. It's about banner grabbing, right? No, we were able to get, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. It was able to get the key, but unfortunately, in our case, we were not able to get the key. We were not able to connect to FTP properly. So let me try inside the attacker box mission. So let's view the split screen. Let's expand this into full screen. Let me exit the split view. Let me try to connect to FTP using the attack box. Using this command. I'm just opening the terminal. Trying to paste that, and unfortunately, I was not able to paste. I think we just need to give permission for copy and paste. So let's use this clipboard. Here it is. So enter the username as anonymous. Here it is. Yeah, it's worked. It is working here in this attack box, not in our mission. So let me view that. By issuing the less command, I think I was able to view this key. I'm just using the less command to view the contents. Basically, it is saying that it's invalid command. So I'm just downloading that. So I just downloaded. So I'm just listing that. I'm just getting this TBFC, and here is our key. Like this is the key one. So we got our key one. So I think you only need to copy the key, which is this dash term. Yeah, what is the second key part found in TBFC app? So the TBFC, as we were able to find, which will be running on 2121. No. Yeah, it does come, but it is taking some more time. Yeah, it's basically 25251 is TBFC running. We can see the hint how you can connect to TBFC. In terms of FTP, we are not able to connect, but you can use a Netcat to connect to this. Yeah, let's try to connect it using the netcat, using this command. And here is our TBFC. We were able to connect it using netcat, and you can see type help for commands. So we can just type help for the commands. It will support help, status, get key, quit. So let's use the get key command for getting the key. Here it is. This is our key too. Yeah, we were able to get answers. So cool. So what is the third key part found in DNS record? So you were able to get informations using DNS record using the dig command. So this is the command that you need to use to get information. I'm just exiting from this. I'm just using the dig command to get the third key. So here is our dig command details, like dig at a space at our target IP, txt record from txt record, and key3.tbfc is what we need to find, and dot local. Sure. So yeah, let's try to execute this. Here it is, our third key was found from the DNS. So which port was MySQL database running on? So basically we just need to perform all port scanning to get that information. So our scan was top right, so we can just perform that here. So basically in attack box, the scan results are far more faster than what we were able to run in our terminal. In usual cases, but in this case, I don't know why it is taking so much time. So yeah, let it run. So in the meantime, let's read some of these. You can see you can just use the ss minus tulp command. Like we have on host discover service discovery. Now that you all know the three keys, so now you can just visit here from within the attack box and access the secret admin console by submitting the combined keys. But first, log into the server admin panel by visiting to this URL from within the attack box. So yeah, here we can just log in. Like you can just click unlock by submitting all these three keys. I'm not gonna using attack box for that. So we have three keys. Dash is new Xmas. And we are just unlocking current key. Terminal is now available, so we can just use the terminal. Because I already connected to OpenVPN, that's why I'm able to browse browse using my browser without attack box. Okay, so yeah, we have this. So what port is MySQL running on? So we can just issue this command. ss minus tu and lp, and you can see the informations. We have port 53, 68, 8000, 25251, 3306 seems to be MySQL, right? So this seems to be the default port of MySQL, which seems to be 3306. So finally, what's the flag you found in the database? So we just need to access the database to get the flag. So you can use MySQL minus TB FCQA01 is the database name, and minus E for showing the tables. So this is the command that we need to give to get the flag. I'm just using that. Here it is. We have the flags. So you can issue some comments like MySQL minus D for database minus E for select star from flags. It will select the flag. Here it is. We were able to get the flag, all services discovered. So yeah, we were able to get the flag. This is the final flag that we were able to get from the database. So let me copy that correctly and let me paste it here. Here it is. It worked. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's room, feel free to check out the Nmap basics room. Yeah, that's all about today's session, guys. It's so easy. It's cool. Yeah, you can just follow the walkthroughs to get the answers done. You can also perform some of these. You can also read more here and understand a lot more about it. Like it's basically SS minus TUL NLP is once you have access to the console, there is no need to scan the ports, as you can simply ask the OS to list its open ports. Also called listening ports. You can do it by SS minus TULP or netstat and all those systems. So inside the secret admin console of the web app, in the output you may see exactly the same services you scanned before listening on, but also some listening on 127.0.0.1. So this is what we were able to get. Like it's listening on 127.0.0.1, right? Localhost, right? So that's what we were able to enumerate. So with the root permissions, you can view the process column. However, for now, let's focus on 3306 port, which is the default MySQL database port. Usually, database requires a password for remote clients, but allow unauthenticated logins from localhost. Since you're already inside the host, let's see database content by using the MySQL program. So that's how you were able to get the flag. And that's all about this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in the next one with some amazing contents, guys. So unfortunately, this room was not fully complete. So let me click here, and that's it.